Okay, so on this next video, we're going to talk about combining like radicals. And this is going to be very, very similar to combining like terms. However, instead of variables like x's and y's, we are now going to have roots or radicals that we are looking at. Okay, so if I'm looking at this example here, I have 3 square roots of 2 plus 5 square roots of 2 minus 2 square roots of 3 plus a cubed root of 3. Okay, so we can only combine radical expressions that have the same index and the same radicand. So remember, the index is the little number on the outside, and the radicand is the number under the root. So they have to have the same little number on the outside and the same number under the root. So as you guys are looking down here, which of these are like terms? Well, 3 square roots of 2 and 5 square roots of 2, they're both square roots, meaning that they would both have a 2 on the outside, and their radicand both has a 2. So I can combine those together. 3 square roots of 2 plus 5 square roots of 2 would give me 8 square roots of 2. Okay? The next one we have is negative 2 square root of 3 plus the cubed root of 3. Can we combine these together? Well, their radicand is the same, but is their index the same? And the answer would be no, because 2 square roots of 3, remember there's technically a little 2 there, is not the same as a cubed root of 3. The index of these are different, which means that I could not combine this with this. Those could not be combined together. So this would simply stay as a minus 2 square root of 3 plus a cubed root of 3. So that is all the more that we could simplify that. Now, the types of problems that you guys are going to see where you are combining like radicals are going to look like these problems here. 8 times the square root of 80 minus 12 times the square root of 45. Okay, can we combine those? No, because they are not like radicals. However, we have talked about how we can simplify these things. So for example, 8 times the square root of 80. Well, can I simplify the square root of 80? Well, that would be 8 and 10, 2 and 4, 2 and 2, and then 10 splits up into 2 and 5. Now that is a square root. That is a square root. So that means I'm looking for pairs. So I have a pair of 2's and another pair of 2's. And then on the inside, I have a square root of 5. That 5 was not able to come out. So I have 8 times 4 square roots of 5. Okay, and we will talk about multiplying these in this next section here, but essentially 8 times 4 square roots of 5, you just multiply the numbers on the outside together. So that is really 32 square root of 5. Okay, you just take the 8 times 4 to give me 32. There's nothing on the inside of the square roots, so those just stay the same. Okay, next I have 12 minus, I have a minus 12, and then I have a square root of 45. How can I simplify the square root of 45? Well, that would be 9 and 5, and 9 is 3 and 3. So again, a square root. Again, a square root. I'm looking for pairs. So I do have, and I'll put that in green, I do have a pair of 3 on the outside. And then on the inside, I am left with a 5. No more simplifying than I have to do there. That's just 3 square roots of 5 for square root of 45. 12 times 3 gives me 36 square roots of 5. Can I combine these two together now? And the answer is yes. They both have a square root of 5, so they do both have a like radical. 32 square roots of 5 minus 36 square roots of 5 both have the same radical, so it's just 32 minus 36 gives me negative 4 square root of 5. Okay? For this next one over here, I want you guys to try this on your own. You're going to simplify the root, and then combine them if they are like radicals. Hopefully you guys have tried that on your own. We've got 5 and 10. 10 splits up into 2 and 5. So I have a pair of 5s there. Keep forgetting to put that in green. So that is 5 square root of 2, because the 2 is still stuck on the inside of it. And then my 32, 2 and 16, 2 and 8, 2 and 4, 2 and 2. So I'm looking for pairs. There's a pair. There's a pair. But I do still have 1, 2 left on the inside of it. Okay? And then, of course, we've got that minus sign still in between. So this is 5 square roots of 2 minus 4 square roots of 2. Can I combine those two together? Yes, I can. 5 minus 4 gives me 1 square root of 2, which I could just write as square root of 2. We don't have to write that 1 out in front of it. Okay? But that is how we combine like radicals and the types of problems you guys should be prepared for. Last video we have is on multiplying radicals.